So hello everyone, welcome to Try Right. This is Pat 365, myself Sujit. So today we are going to learn some new pattern program that might be active in your interview. Guys, till this session, if you have any doubt, you can directly contact to Try Right. Okay guys, if you see whatever the coding we are completing till in the pattern, everything will be a triangle shape. If you see, this is called one triangle, this is called one triangle, this is also called as triangle. Now we are going to mix and merge a new triangle. Means as of now we are going to create only single triangle, but now my requirement will be I need to print this triangle. If you see in the first line I need to print 1, then I need to print 3, then I need to print 5. After the fourth line, I need to print 3, then 1. Means this is the combination of these both. Then how both are going to work, each and everything we're going to see now. Okay, so I'll copy that and I'll be paste, because in the into this question will be most asked, because there will be less chances they will be asked in the single triangle. They might be getting confused like to apply two triangle at a time. So how it going to work each and everything for the each iteration we are going to see now. So guys, just see, now we are going to type for, means whenever we are going to type number 5, means for 5 row we are going to print this pattern. Okay, every time make sure that whenever you are going to build this type of pattern, every time you need to give your odd number. If you are giving 4, then this value will be getting terminated. That's why whenever for this joint of two patterns, we are using every time this odd number only. Okay, now as of now my num value will be becoming 5. So for first row, how many row I need to print, how many spaces I need to print, and how many star I need to print, we are going to see now. So for the row 1, okay, make sure that whenever my num value will be becoming 5, at that time I need to print. So for the row 1, I need to print the space will be 2, and for the star will be 1. Just see, after that, for row 2, I need to print this space will be 1 and the star will be getting 3. And for row 3, I need to print this space will be becoming 0. For the star, I need to print 5. For the row 4, I need to print this space 1. Then I need to print the star becoming 3. Then for the row 5, I need to print the space will be 2 and the star will be becoming 1. If you compare in the both iteration, for the half of this, means if you are taking for half of this, whenever my space value will be getting decrement, my star value will be getting increment. We are going to use this technique to build this logic. Okay, so to how to do that, we are going to see now. Guys, first we need to divide this one, because if you are going to divide, then you can get a clear picture on that to how to get this logic. Okay, so here I am getting half of its. Okay, means I need to first print half of its. After that, I need to half of this printing. Okay, so to how to build that, we are going to see now. As of now, we are finding a logic that we are going to print for first row this many star and this many space. Then how to build this logic, guys? Just see, guys, whenever my star value becoming 1, my space value becoming 3, if I want to first print half of this number, can I give a condition that if my row will floor division by 2, because if I want to half of it, then we can find, if I'm getting half of its number, then I can easily find my way. If my half of this number means as of now my row value will be giving 5, so if I'm floor division it will be give me 3, so up to 2 it will be updating, so 0 1 2. So means I need to think like that, if my number value will be becoming 5, so every time first I need to check for this row, if it will be for half of it, then we can print. Means we know how to print this logic, because if already we are creating this one, but here we are going to merge this one. Okay, if we are getting for this half of this, after the half we are going to print, then we are going to see. So every time my spaces will be start from here. If you see here, it will be give me the output as 2. if you see here, it will be give me the output as 2 only. Okay, so I'll need to type here 2. Okay, just see, it will be give me 2 as my output. If you see here, every time my space value will be becoming 2 if I'm keeping a new value. If I'm passing a 3, okay, 7. 7 floor division by 3, okay, means my number value will be getting increment. Then again, this value also will be getting increment. My space will be depends upon this number only. Now, if I'm getting C, the space value will getting 3 only. If you compare also, if you're getting a one number extra, then it will be increment. So for this, for the 9 number, if I'm keeping for 9, floor division by 2, my space will be becoming 4. Means every time my space will be start for the half of this number. Now we are going to come to my star problem. If you see here, if my number value will be becoming 5, my first star will be 1. If my number value becoming 7 also, my star value becoming 1. If my number value be becoming 9 also, my star value only becoming 1. So the star will come on here. So we can directly give that my star value will every time 1, then only we need to increment. Okay, we have to print half of it is by the logic that we need to generate the number, because we need to take from the 3. So we are going to generate for the row will be from now. Okay, for to generate this row, we are getting the direct the num, because we need this 0 also, because here we are going to use this 0. That's why first I am taking this row as 0. Then for the spaces, if I'm keeping this for spaces, I can find this way. So for these spaces, I can take norm floor division 2. For the star, I can take 1 by default. After it's half, okay, after it's half of its completing, then I can make this condition that if number floor division 2 will be passed, then in this case, if you see, for my one row, my star will be increment 2 times. Okay, for half of it, my star will be increment 2 times and my space will be decrement for 2 times, 1 time. Here I can type star equal to star plus 2, and for the space I can type, okay, space equal to space minus 1, because every time it will be becoming minus 1 only. Okay, if the number will be half of its number, if it will be passing the number, it will print. Else, if you see, after it will be passing, my row, my star value becoming decreasing, my space value will be getting increasing. So here I can simply type star equal to star minus 2 and space equal to space plus 1. So this is the simple logic to find. Now we are going to implement on this code only. Okay, so every time I need to take the user input, so I am directly copy this user input. Okay guys, so here I am taking the user input. Now guys, just see, first I need to specify every time my star value will be 1. If you are keeping 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 every time. And for the my spaces also confirm based on my number. If I'm keeping norm floor division 2, every time it will be starting from that only. Now I need to generate for row. So for row in range, I need to keep directly my number. So after I generating, it will be generating based on the number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here directly I am passing for this space. Okay. So for SP in range, okay, so SP in range of my space, because I have already stored, I don't need to care about that. Okay, every time it will be needs to take here. After half of it, I need to take that if and else condition. Here after it's satisfying, I need to give a space to print each and every space in a line. I need to use my end function. After I am printing space, I need to print my column value as well as. So here I am using call in range. Here I need to directly pass my star, because I don't need to give the optation value by default. Okay, after here I don't need to print any number, so directly I can give star. To print the star in a single line, I am using the end. After this, I need to give my controller to send next line, I need to give this print. After half of it, guys, just see if I'm going to run this one, it will only printing half of its number. Sorry, it will be only printing for the first number. Okay, guys, just see, because we are not passing that particular condition. Because if you see here, we are not passing this condition. If you are not passing at that time, what is my output? If I'm keeping 5, it will be only printing for the 5 time. But we need to update this one, because if before this will be printing, before the number value will be becoming half, then it will be the star will be increment to 2 and space will be decrement. So now we are going to implement. After this for loop, only we need to print. If you are printing outside, then it will be printing for each and every row will be completed. But I need to print at the row only. Okay. So now here I need to give the condition. If my number floor division 2, okay, I need to give if my row, because my row value I need to check. Guys, just see here my row value becoming 1 only. Sorry, it will start from 0. So 0 minus 1, because to half of it we need to check, right? So here we need to give this condition. If this condition becoming satisfied, so here I am printing star plus 2. And for this space I need to print space equal to space minus 1. Okay, if this condition will be not satisfying, means if my row value becoming greater than, if my 5, it will be 2. If my row value, when my row value becoming 3, here I need to print, means after the row 3, okay, I need to print 3, then 1. Okay, now to apply this logic, I need to print star equal to star minus 2 and space equal to space plus 1. Now if I'm going to run this one, each and every input also work. Means if I'm giving the different input also, it will going to work for me. So now if I'm printing 5, so it will be printing the diamond pattern also. Now if I'm giving a even number, what is my output, guys? Just see, it will be not printing the last one. So make sure that you need to give every time a odd number only. So just see, means our code logic will work from every time. So this is the logic behind to print this diamond pattern. Okay. Now the second question. Okay. So now my requirement will be, I need to print only this one. Okay, just see here my requirement will be, I need to print only half of it, means only these things I want. So I need to draw this one. Okay, so my requirement will be, I need to print star 5 star. Okay, just see here my requirement will be, I need to print this star. Okay, for first row I need to print 1 star. For the second row I need to print 2 star. For the third row I need to print 3 star. But here there will be some different styles will be there. If you compare here, if you can find only I need to print this part. Okay, so to how to do that we are going to see now. So for this 4, then it will be needs to be decrement. So we know that if you are printing for this one, then we can find this logic. Means for half of its number, if you are finding, then we can get the logic how to build this. So first we need to get the logic, because here we don't need to give any spaces. Okay, so here we can directly, if you compare, I need to increase the font size. Guys, just see here we don't need to give any spaces, because after the print of my star only, it will be start implementing the spaces. I don't care about. So as of now, my norm value will be becoming 5. For my first row, how many star I want, I need to care about that only. Okay, so I need to do that. For the row 1, I need to print my star 1. For the row 2, I need to print my star value 2. For row 3, I need to print my star value 3. For the row 4, I need to print my star value 2. For the row 5, I need to print my star value 1. Means half of it will be incrementing. After half, it will be start decrementing. So it is the simplest way to run. So now we are going to see now. Every time if we are increasing this number also, if I'm increasing 7, my first star value will be 1. Every time my star value will be same. So here we are going to deal with our column value only. So we have already know half of its number. Here we don't need spaces. So if you see here also, we are going to give only one star because after 1 it will be increment to 2. After 2 it will be incrementing 3. So now we are going to implement the same logic here. So I will copy this one, come to this way. So first I need to give my star value because by default every input my star value will be becoming 1 only. Then to print this row, because we are going to check this condition, right? Every time I need to generate from the 0 only. So here I am using range. Here I am keeping norm as my value. If I'm giving 5, so my first row value becoming 0. So here every time it must to check the 0 only. Okay, after I am getting the range value will be becoming norm. Here directly I need to print my column value because I don't need to care about my space. There will be no need of space. So directly here I am printing my star because half of its number I need to increment, and after half I need to decrement. Simple logic. So here I need to print my star. Okay, so here I need to print my star. To print in a single line, I need to take my end function in the glue character. After it's every line, I need to send the controller to my next line. So here I'm using print function. After here I need to give if my row, because every time I need to check for my row, half of its row. So less than equal to num floor division 2. If this condition will be satisfied, every time I need to increment star in 2 plus 1. If you see here, first it will be printing 1, then 2, then 3. So after this row value will be becoming greater than, then here I need to print star equal to star minus 1. Okay. Now if I'm going to run this one, okay guys, just see, if I'm giving my input, here also you need to give your odd number only. If you are giving even number, so it will be start difficult for you because it will be not printing in a simplest way. That's why if I'm getting the input from this user for this 5, if I'm keeping, so it will be give me the half pattern. Okay, just see, if I'm giving as 4 means a even number, it will be not printing. So every time you need to print the odd number only. So just see, now for this session, the last question will be the opposite of this. Means here we are using this space also. Okay, so how to do that we are going to see. So here I need to take 5 star on first. Okay, so half of the code we are know, but here we are going to implement the for this space also. So how to do that we are going to see now. So here, so for the first round I need 1 star. For the second, okay, for the second I need 2. Okay, then for the third I need to take 3 star. Okay, so just see, so I'm keeping here. Then for this one, I need to keep a star here. That's all. Means I need this pattern. Can I just see here? Here if you see, half of it, I need space as well as this star also. If you see here, we need to compare this one. Then only you can get a clear picture on that. Okay. So come to my here. I need to implement. So guys, just see, now, if my number value will be becoming 5, at that time it will be printing this pattern. Okay, if my number value will be increment, that also we are going to take care of that. So now my number value becoming 5. So for the first row, how many star I want, I need to print. Okay, so for the spaces also we need to take care. So for the row 1, I need to print star 1. Every time my star value will be 1. And for the spaces will be taking 2. Then for the row 2, my star value will be becoming 2 and spaces will be 1. For the row 3, my star value will be becoming 3 and my space becoming 0. Then row 4, I need my star value becoming 2 and my space value becoming 1. Then my fifth row, I need to print 1 star and I need to print 2 spaces. Okay, so half of it will be increment and after half it will be decrement. So this condition will be getting applied, but here we are going to give optation of the star for one time. Okay, we are not taking 2 time. Okay, so no, we are going to already know how to generate this number. Also, for this space, if you are comparing, if you are updating this number to 7 also, if I'm comparing for 7 floor division 2, it will be give me 3 star. If you want to increase also, it will be give me for this space 3. So every time this condition will be getting satisfied. Okay, now we are going to build the for this one. So guys, here I need to take for user input. So I am directly taking the number value. Okay, now how I can start? For the star, every time my star value becoming 1 only. And for my space, every time it will be based on my number floor division 2. If I am not giving this number, then it will be not becoming a dynamic. So to becoming a dynamic, you need to give num floor division by 2. Now you need to pass for row in range. We know we need this 0. That's why I am passing directly the num. Here first I need to print my space. So here I don't care about your space updation because I have already stored here. Okay. So here I am passing the direct space. After that I need to print each and every spaces. After it I need to use my end to print each and everything in a single line. So after it I need to print for in my space in my star in my column. So here I am giving my star value. After it I need to print each and every star. Okay, after to print each and every star in a single line, I am using end function. After each and every line, I need to send my controller to next line. So here I am printing print function. Here I need to check if my row value less than number floor division 2. At that time, I need to increment by space equal to space minus 1 and my star equal to star plus 1. Okay, after means half of this number. After half of this number, I need to decrement my star. So star equal to star minus 1 and I need to increment my space equal to space plus 1. Now if I'm going to run this one, it will be work on my different user input. If I'm keeping 5, it will be printing. If I'm keeping 9 also, it will be printing. Okay, if I'm giving a odd number, large odd number, also it will be printing. Means each and everything it will be work. So every time you need to build this logic for in your different exam. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thanks for watching. Try right.